Alright, what's up guys? It's your boy Brap Genius. Today I'm going to show you how to do an oil change on a 2005 GSXR 1000.
Look back and watch me smack that all on the floor. Smack that, give me some more. Smack that till you get sore. Smack that, oh, smack that all on the floor. Smack that, give me some more. Smack that till you get sore. Smack that, oh.
So if you come this way, let me just show you what you guys need first. We're going to need an 18mm wrench for the oil drain bolt. This is to get off the oil filter. It makes it a lot easier. You don't need it, but it helps. New oil filter, oil. I use 10W40. I use synthetic oil. It takes 3.5 quarts, but I'm putting like 3.3, see where it's at, and then we'll go from there. So first things first, you're going to want to just turn on the bike, let it warm up. It hasn't run in a while, it's been a little bit. And just let the oil in there, just warm up. You're also going to want one of these so that your oil doesn't end up all over your garage floor. Alright, so I let the bike run a little bit, let the oil get a little loose. So now we're going to come down here. Let me see it for a second, please. So under here, you'll see is the drain bolt right there. So what you're going to want to do, you're going to want to loosen that up. So now it's loose. Remember, you don't want to shoot it all over your garage floor. So just have it ready. Oil might be a little hot, so just be aware of that. You're just going to unscrew it. For this bike, you don't need to take off the fairings, which is nice. There it goes, and I just got it over the floor. That's what you don't want to do. Alright. So you're going to let that drain out for a minute. Alright, so now that's getting towards the end. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to use this. You're going to go in here, and the oil filter is right there. So you're going to want to unloosen that. To do that, lefty-loosey this way, so you're going to push down towards you. Put it in. Okay. Alright. Once you get it going a little bit, it should be loose enough for you to hand loosen. Which at that point you want to move it over a little bit because now the oil is going to drain from here. Like I said, you don't want to get it all over your garage floor. Just gonna twist it off slowly. Watch out because the pipes might be a little hot. Alright, got that off. Good. After that, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take your new oil filter, put that on once it's all done draining. It's still draining a little bit. Got our new filter. Look at that. Alright, so at this point, most of the oil is out, pretty much all of it. First, what we're going to do is we're going to put the oil filter back in, then we're going to put the drain bolt back on, and then we're going to put oil in. But before you put the oil filter on, you want to rub the outside with some oil. So we're just going to get some fresh oil. Nothing crazy. Just want to take that and just rub it around the outside of the oil filter for lubrication for when you're putting it on. With fresh oil, you don't really want to use the old oil. Okay, that's good. I'm going to come back here again. I'm going to go back in here. Put that back on there. And twist it at first. You want to make sure it's on there tight, obviously, because you don't want any oil leaking out. So you can tighten it as much as you can, hand tightening it. Usually hand tightening it is good enough, but like I said, you don't want it to be loose. You should do it to torque spec. I'm not going to do that in this situation, but you should. Put this back on here again. Alright, so now it's, like I said, it's pretty much done dripping. Put on the oil filter. So you're going to come here, you're going to put on the drain bolt. Put the drain bolt back on before you put in any oil. Because if you don't do that, you're going to get oil that's just going to go right through the engine and come right out. You don't want to strip it either. Just make sure it's on there tight. Your oil filter's on. Your drain bolt is on. Now you're going to want to add the oil. Always make sure your funnel is clean before you do anything with your engine with it. So it says it could take 3.5. I'm going to put in 3.3. Put it right in there. That's one. Okay, that's 3. And now, like I said, it says you could use 3.5 is the capacity. I usually put in 3.3, see where it's at. That's usually full. So that's what I'm going to do now. Alright. So that's it. What we're going to do is we're going to put the top back on. Put this over here. Put our engine oil cover back on. Now everything's on. Like I said, your drain bolt's in there. Your oil filter's on. Your oil's in the engine. Definitely don't start it if it doesn't have any oil in the engine. It's pretty good to go now. What you want to do is you want to just start it up, let it run for a minute, just let all the new oil run through, and then you should be good. What you want to do with all your old oil right here is just take it in near some river in your backyard, just dump it out. Just kidding. Do not do that. That's an awful idea. Oils change places such as Valvoline, or I don't know, maybe some auto parts stores like AutoZone might take it. I know Valvoline takes it for a fact because that's where I take my oil. Yeah, you're just gonna turn the bike on. I'm gonna stand the bike up just to make sure it runs through, and then just let the new oil run through for a minute. Alright, so everything sounds like it's going pretty good. So at this point, you're good. Everything went through. Like I said, I spilled some oil on the pipe, so you might see a little bit of smoking. It's nothing to really be alarmed of. It's just burning off the extra oil that was on top of the pipe. So that's pretty much it, guys. I'm going to dispose of all the old oil, take all the containers, you know, throw them out where they need to go. And that's pretty much it, guys. That's how you do an oil change on your Gixxer. We're going to keep them coming, guys. So thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button. As always, guys, have a great day. Thank you. Peace.